did a bit of PlayStation 3 shopping today, and these are games that I believe are still playable to this day. These are an awesome list of games with graphics that could potentially give some games a run for its money even to this day. With it being over a decade old, these graphics are still really advanced and crazy to see to this day. The gameplay of these games was so replayable that we still play them to this day. This is the first game on the list, Skate 3. We still play this game to this day. You defy the laws of physics with skateboard tricks, techniques, and you're flying through the air. It's a fantastic open world skateboarding game with hours of fun, and it's still so good to play to this day. Definitely recommend picking up Skate 3. The next one is a bit underrated, but Sleeping Dogs. You fight crime in Hong Kong, and you're an undercover cop, and you basically ride around this open world universe. The characters are very unique because it is placed in Hong Kong. You don't really see many games placed in sort of Hong Kong. Man, is it so cool. Just fighting crime, kind of like a GTA game. Also, this game was produced by Square Enix, which is the same creator as Final Fantasy. And it was an underrated game as well back in the day. So Sleeping Dogs is definitely not a game you want to sleep on. The next one is BioShock. The art style of this game is still playable to this day because it was such a unique graphical experience where you're in an underwater city and you're basically just solving all the crimes and you're learning about the story as you go in this RPG environment. It is such a unique and cool game, and you have really unique weapons and really unique characters and bad guys because there is just nothing like it. And you're in this underwater world that is so cool to explore. It's very steampunk in terms of its game design and graphics, and that's what makes it really unique and such a great experience to still play to this day. The next one, of course, is The Last of Us. We do know that there are remastered versions of The Last of Us. Such an epic story. It was released just as the PlayStation 3 era was just ending. Whether you play the remastered versions or the original versions, you still get the emotions of the characters and the storytelling straight through the screen to your heart. Because this game just tells an epic post-apocalyptic zombie tale similar to The Walking Dead. It just tells this beautiful tale of survival and fighting for your lives. And it's the same creator as Uncharted, who created this story, which I will be talking about later as well. One of the best exclusives released in PlayStation history, and it's just an incredible game to play. The next one is God of War 3. If you are a big fan of the God of War franchise with the newer games, you have to go back and play God of War 3. We get to be in this world of Olympic gods, and we're in Rome, and we're in this sort of chaotic world where it's boss fight after boss fight after boss fight in this game. It's a must-have for the PlayStation 3 and a must-have to go back and still play this game. I picked this game up a while ago, instantly entranced into this world. The graphics still hold up today with the gameplay. It's kind of like a 3D world environment, which is still awesome and still so much fun to play. The next couple of games are made by Rockstar. So the first game is LA Noire. This is an underrated tale in the Rockstar universe, but this game is similar to Sleeping Dogs, where you're fighting crime, but you're more of a detective. You're in the open world 1940s Los Angeles era, and you are solving crimes as you are a detective. And it is just awesome to play and a visual experience like no other, and there will not be another game like this to this day. Like, it is just such a unique experience that you have to go back and play this game. Next one is, of course, Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of my favorite games, but they've just remastered the original Red Dead Redemption. To get that original Red Dead Redemption experience, you have to go back and play it on your PlayStation 3. You're in an open world cowboy environment. Rockstar has just epically designed all of these amazing open world environments, such as the LA Noire open environment, Grand Theft Auto, open environment, as well as a cowboy, open environment. Definitely worthwhile coming back, playing as the original cowboy in Red Dead Redemption. Such an epic game. What more can I say? That it is an epic cowboy tale. And of course, GTA. So we've got GTA 4 and GTA 5. GTA 5, absolutely the most notable game in the last 10 years, and that started in the PS3 era. Man, it's just such an awesome story of, you got a couple of main characters over here, crazy open world. We've got all these online modes as well. We've seen so many awesome videos where people design mods for GTA 5, all this creativity that people have come up with this game. It's just an incredible open world game that you just have to play, including GTA 4. So this is based in Liberty City, and it's a much darker tale than GTA 5, but it's definitely still a worthwhile play because it's a very similar game. It's a little bit darker, but it's a cool game to sort of go back to and relive what it was like in Liberty City. And you get to see where we're up to now with GTA 5 too. So it's always a worthwhile game to go back to replay, and then you can go to GTA 5 and understand the story a little bit more. The next one, of course, is Arkham City. Imagine an open world Batman game where you're in an open world Gotham City, fighting all the major bosses, find random crime just around the city, kind of like the Spider-Man games. Really great artwork with this game. It still stands to this day as some of the best graphics to this day with these games. Like, they're just awesome, especially when you're flying around the city. It looks incredible. The story is amazing, as well as the combat is amazing in this game. It's so much fun to play. Definitely pick up Arkham City or the trilogy as they've remastered all these games. Next one, of course, is Fallout 3. Man, Bethesda created so many great games during this era. We've got Fallout 3. We also have Skyrim in this era, and we see so much of these games in games today, such as Starfield. Creativity behind this game is like no other. We're in this post-apocalyptic universe, as a lot of these games are, but just the game design itself, you're talking one-on-one with these characters, and we just see that in Bethesda games still to this day, exactly one-on-one copied, but a little bit more advanced with, as you've seen with Starfield, the level up mechanics, everything is just to this day with this era, and it's such an important game to go back to and play because it really revolutionized gaming, as well as Skyrim. We see Skyrim in Elden Ring, we see Fallout 3 in a lot of these newer games as well, especially with Starfield. So if you want to go back and play sort of where those games sort of were based off of, go to these games, Fallout 3 and definitely Skyrim. We've got Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. If you ever wanted to play in this open world pirate game where you're also an assassin, well, this game is for you, because that's exactly what you get here. We get a pirate game in this awesome open world monarchy jungle because we're in the middle of the Caribbean. We get to battle on ships. We get to be an assassin, sneak attack people. If you just want an awesome gameplay experience in general, I think Assassin's Creed Black Flag is the game for you. It's probably one of the most notable games in the Assassin's Creed universe whatsoever. It's the one game that they keep going back to and being like, man, that game was one of the best Assassin's Creed games of all time, bar none. So if you want to pick up an Assassin's Creed game that is still worthwhile playing, definitely Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And of course, another great PlayStation exclusive is Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Follow along the story of Nathan Drake as he is a fortune hunter and he hunts for treasures, and he also solves mysteries along the way. It's kind of like Indiana Jones. You get to play this awesome PlayStation exclusive and still play it with the remastered versions to this day. It is such a great game to go back to and play because the gameplay is awesome and fun. It's definitely a worthwhile game to still play to this day, to solve some mysteries and discover new things along the way. If you want one of the best driving simulators to this day, definitely Gran Turismo 5. There's something about older Gran Turismo games that really signify my childhood and a lot of other people's childhoods. from back in the day, especially the PlayStation 2 era. Gran Turismo for your PlayStation 3 means that you can relive some of those core memories that you had growing up. So it's definitely a great game to have. You know, we see Gran Turismo just giving out some of the best graphical experiences to this day. It's just awesome and very realistic. And this game is like that. It is just very realistic. It's a great driving simulator, but still such a great game to play. There's a great list of PlayStation 3 games that are definitely still worth playing to this day and so much fun. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.